take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded near the back of the end zone. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And his first pass is incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Kamara.
At the 45-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
He's tackled at the
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. That's out to the left and complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver 1st down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Mike's 50. I'm coming for you, son. Ready.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Browns' 12-yard line.
Mike's 50. Topper. Shoot.
Throwing again on second down. Lock, flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lock. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Lock. That's complete right around the 8. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Alvin Kamara, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Good. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st down.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
from the 45 on 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Landry the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Working out of the gun, Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Locke working out of the gun. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw again. Block. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
34-yard line.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Browns nothing.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Broncos will take over on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A pass there complete to Sutton, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Kamara, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Broncos 17, Browns nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Number 48, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that is incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
They should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Browns get a score closer. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
For a Denver Broncos.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a first down. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the point after.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Spencer on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10. at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 21-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield down. His throw caught at about the 5. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Seibert's kick is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Zerline set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
If you know, you know. If you know about the carport, the trapdoor supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know.
The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, this is Chubb. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Mayfield looks to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26.
A gain of 15.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brought down by Bryce Callahan. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
on 2nd and 2. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 50.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
But now it's 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he...
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 32.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The Lions move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
Browns.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
With the give to Nick
A gain of 3, second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Let's get it.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Well, they knew who to turn to on fourth down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped. And they got it done on that play.
23 yards, the final tally. Shotgun snap to Lock. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the carry, it's Chubb. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Broncos 30. Browns 24.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun. Lock. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Lock off of play action. Oh, look at the juke. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. He'll find Lindsey here. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Kamara trying to run for it, and I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of
line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They run it again with Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Chubb. Refusing to go down. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
To Nick Chubb.
Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
27-yard line.
From the 27, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th
down, Mayfield. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jarrell Casey, and the Bronco defense comes up big. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Play action. Now it's locked. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Locke to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You got 3 down. Here we go.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
For KJ.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and...
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now.
The kick is good.
Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
41,
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's tackled at the 40.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Today's final score.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys.